Good morning, folks. Welcome to QuantSap. This is Vicky Sajnani. Let's get started with the morning market brief. 17,942 is where we shut shop. I repeat, 17,942 is where we shut shop. 82 points down, 0.46% down on Nifty 50 futures. 42,296, 204 points down. That was 0.48% down. Was Nifty Bank futures. Well, SGX Nifty is pointing to a flat opening. Looking at the charts, 17,800 continues to be the strong support zone on the lower side. Well, on the higher side, you have 18,374, 18,800, and of course, intermittently, 18,000 is going to be the important level, psychological level. So let's see how that pans out. On the lower side, you have 17,820 and 17,500 as the major levels. On the higher side, 18,374, 18,500, 18,800. Looking at the build-ups from the futures end, you are seeing a mild short build-up because the open interest is not marginally increased. So there's a mild short build-up which has come in Nifty. Looking at the options data, you have 18,000 where substantial call writing is done. So that's going to be the resistance point as far as the futures are concerned. And the options strike is basically substantial call writing at 18,000. 17,800 is the put writing. And of course, 17,900 also. So 17,900, 17,800 is going to be the supports for Nifty as such. On the higher side, you have 18,000 and 18,200. You have some amount of OI even on 18,100. So it's a bit concentrated OI all across above 18,000 till about 18,500. Bank Nifty, again, 42,000 happens to be the support zone and 41,500. On the higher side, you have 42,500 and 43,000 as the resistance levels. Minor short coming in even in as far as the futures OI is concerned, even in Bank Nifty. Looking at the open interest, 42,500, 43,000 are the two major levels on the higher side. Well, you have 42,500 and 43,000 as a repeat. Major levels on the higher side, 42,000 as a major put OI, you can see out there as a support. PNB, Tech Mahindra, IDFC were the top gainers of the day. PVR, Jindal Steel, Astral were the top losers of the day. Well, looking at the index contribution, you have IT, which contributed positively 25 points. All other sectors were mostly in the negative. PSU banks contributed positively 2.41 points. Cement contributed 0.45. Private banks was down, contributed negatively by 38.37 points. So you have a positive contribution from IT, but a negative contribution, substantial negative contribution from private banks. NBFC, oil contributed minus 20 points out there. FMCG also was in the negative territory, minus 7 points contribution. Metals, auto, negative contribution. Well, looking at the build-ups sectorally, PSU banks on the long side. On the short side, you have media, telecom, auto, ancillary, fertilizer. Metals, infra, realty were on the long unwinding end, and IT, pharma were on the short covering end. Well, I would like to highlight to you that we have the India's largest option conference coming up on 11th and 12th of February 23 at the iconic Bombay Stock Exchange, which is the Option Symposium 5.0. We had held the earlier symposiums online, and this is going to be an offline event. The earlier events were held online because of the COVID issue. So QuantSap is presenting that. Sponsors are Alice Blue, Espresso, M-Stock. Well, you are going to learn 10 plus option strategies which can be implemented and actionable right from Monday onwards following the 11th and 12th of February. Learn about option buying, option selling, intraday trading, positional trading, algo trading, volatility trading, and a lot more from industry experts. And also you get to interact with a lot of other experts also who would be attending this conference. So for more details, I would say that you click on the iCard, which is coming up on the right-hand corner, and see you there. Result calendar, we have Delta Corp, ICICI Prudential, and ICICI GI announcing their results today. Well, one stock which we talk about is Infosys. 1545 happens to be a strong resistance for this counter, and 1588 is the next major level. On the lower side, you have 1460. Of course, 1500 is going to be the psychological level. 1460 and 1390 as the major levels on the lower side. So 1545, I think, gets crossed. You could see a positive twirl on this stock. There's a possibility. अच्छी गुंजाइश है 1550 के आसपास अगर पार करता है तो ये अच्छी गुंजाइश है 1600 के करीब तक जाने की. Well, looking at the OI, short covering was seen yesterday in Infosys. Let's see how the options picture paint out. Well, substantial OI at 1600 and 1540, 1560 are reasonable OIs there from the call side also. So that's going to be a stiff point. As I pointed out, 1550 gets taken out. That's when we see momentum in this counter. Before that, I think it's going to be sluggish. And support is around 1500, major level. So that's that. Well, looking at the other stock, which we have is Bank of Baroda. 190 is the resistance point, and the next major level is going to be at 198. Supports being 175, 167. Thereabouts, 180 is going to be a mild support. On the crack of that, 175. Overall, we are seeing a positive change. Look at the RSI also, how it's positioned. So a positive momentum above 190. Positive momentum above 190. So not before that. So that's the scenario we are seeing. So Bank of Baroda, we are seeing mild long built up. Well, 190, as I pointed out, is the stiff point here on the option front as a substantial call writing. 180 happens to be the put writing, substantial put writing, so you can count that as a support zone for this bank. Well, looking at the band list, L&T Finance, GNFC, India Bull Housing are in the band list. Delta Corp is the possible entrant. India Bull Housing Finance is the possible exit. Well, before I wrap up the session, I would like to highlight to you, please consult your financial advisor before trading in derivatives, and please follow strict stop losses while trading in derivatives. Well, we discussed about Nifty and Bank Nifty. The two stocks which we discussed were Infosys and Bank of Baroda. Bank of Baroda above 190 and Infosys above 1550, 1545 range. Sectoral long built up telecom, auto ancillary media. Sectoral short built up telecom, auto ancillary media. Sectoral long built up is PSU banks. And on the band list, you have L&T Finance, GNFC, India Bull Housing. Well, that's it from my side. Wish you happy trading and all the best.